30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
May we request everyone to please rise for the invocation and please remain standing for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem, to be followed by the singing of Marcha Sang Silay Non.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
please be seated. At this point, let us welcome on stage ang Amay Sangdak Banwang Silay. Please put your hands together for the Honorable Mayor, Judith C. Gallego.
Good evening to everyone here tonight. Our Vice Mayor, Honorable Tom Lidisma, our members of the City Council, our board member, Bambi Di Pasukat, punong barangays, SK chairmans, barangay and SK officials, our board of judges, our guests, our partners, and most especially our proud Silaynons who are here tonight and those watching live from your phone screens here and abroad. Thank you for being part of a night that means so much to our city. This stage is not just about lights and gowns. It's about our shared stories as Silay. Our heritage, our creativity, and the quiet strength you feel in our homes, streets, and communities. Our theme, Beauty Beyond Borders, reminds us that real beauty crosses distance and difference. It shows in how we treat people, how we stand for what is right, and how we carry Silay with humility and pride. Tonight, its candidate brings more than elegance. You bring your voice, your values, and the hope of the people you rescue. To our candidates, this experience, you braver and kinder, complete with excellence and compassion, because the best crown is the one you wear in the way you live after this night. On behalf of the Silay City Government, thank you to everyone who made this event possible. Enjoy the program, and we keep showing the world that Silay's beauty. Our people, our culture, our spirit truly goes beyond borders. Madamo gid nga salamat kag may gabi sa inyo tanan. Og yun sila noon.
to Silay City, your heritage destination.
Look around, everywhere you turn is heartache. It's everywhere that you go. You try everything you can to escape the pain of life that you know. All else fails and you long to be something better than you are today. I know a place where you can get away. It's called a dance floor, and here's what it's for. So come on, let your body move to the music. Hey, 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 come on, let your body go with the flow. You know you can do it. All you need is your own imagination. So use it, that's what it's for. Go inside, all you find is inspiration. Your dreams will open the door. It makes no difference if you're black or white, if you're a boy or a girl. If the music's pumping, it will give you new life. You're a superstar. Yes, that's what you are. You know it. Come on, let your body groove to the music. Hey, 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 come on, let your body go with the flow. You know you can do it. Beauty's where you find it. Beauty's where you find it. Renato and Monroe, Dietrich and DiMaggio, Marlon Brando, Jimmy Dean, on the cover of a magazine. Grace Kelly, Harlow Jean, picture of a beauty queen. Jean Kelly, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, scans on hair. You got to let your body go to the music. You got to just let your body go with the flow. You got to let your body go to the music. You got to just let your body go with the flow. You got to just
16 of the most beautiful women representing every corner of Silay City have gathered here at the Natalia G. Vela Sports and Cultural Center with one shared goal to wear the crown. Tonight is truly the most beautiful night in our city as we witness the crowning of a new queen. Welcome to the Lin-ay Kansilay 2026, the finals.
sining paghiliog yun ipaambit naton tunang manggaling bugay sa aton pagpanginggulahan sa tanan banuang sentro na sadpan Lin-ay sang silay matahon Lin-ay sang silay sa tagipuso Lin-ay sang silay panginggulahan sa tanan sa sining paghiliog yun Lin-ay sang silay matahon ginahandog Lin-ay sang silay
Ashley Nicole Larang Sabote, 19, Barangay Uno. Daphne Ann Hinolan, 19, Barangay Ginhalan! Hyacinth Britannico, 18, Barangay Balari! Anjanette Santos Malakad, 20, Barangay 4! Remy Shar, 23, Barangay 5! Millerose Flores Gusho, 24, Barangay Mabulak! Keith Erica Siason Ortilano, 20, Barangay Ilobel! Shaira Dian Orsaga Torre Campo, 23, Barangay 3! Nicole Abby Hermano Ornais, 20, Barangay Rizal! Barangay Bandit! Crystal Ann Marie Juliana, 19, Barangay Patag! Megan Bliss Gadea, 19, Barangay Tas!
Pangingulahan sa talan, sa sining paghiliog yun. Lin-ay sang silay matahon. Kinahandong Lin-ay sang silay.
Let us welcome your host for this evening, Mr. Kurt Soberano and Miss Danny Dicon.
Maayong gabi, Silay City! Happy 69th Charter Anniversary and happy Kansilay Festival, Danny! And to everyone here, welcome to the Paris of Negros!
Beautiful! Ugyon! Silay That's how we want to start as always. Maayong gabi sa inyong atanan. And this evening, allow Kurt and I to officially welcome you to Lin-ay sang Silay 2026, the finals! Tonight, we would like to say hi and thank you to the support of everybody, especially by Mayor Judith Gallego. Atong palakpakan palihog, madamoy nga salamat. Vice Mayor Tom Ledesma, thank you as well. Our city officials, kag atong nga mga konsihal nga yara diri sa ining gabi, kaupod man sa atong mga barangay officials and the executive committee of this year's Kansilay Festival. Madamo nga salamat sa inyong tanan.
And with that, we would also like to acknowledge ang ato ng mga distinguished guests, our supporters, sang tagsa ka mga barangay, our sponsors, and our friends from the media. Welcome everyone, because after how many nights of preliminaries, we are here tonight for our final rounds.
And not just that, Kurt, we would also like to say hi those people who cannot be here, but the support is great online. We are live in our official Facebook page, that's Silay City PIO, and the Facebook page of Mayor Judith Gallego. And tonight, as you said, the finals from May 28 in the press presentation to June 3 during their closed-door interview and their talent competition. We have already seen so much from our lovely ladies.
Not only that, Danny, may June 4 pagit kita nga preliminaries, wherein our ladies dazzled us in their festival attire, the swimsuit parade, followed of course by their traje de silay, which we will continue to see later on tonight. But sa Sininga Gabi, they will be competing in 3 more rounds. The evening gown. From 16, only 10 will proceed to the preliminary question and answer, and from 10, only 5 will proceed to the final question and answer round.
But before we start trimming our ladies, why don't we give them all the awards that they deserve? Let's head on to the first batch of awards, shall we, Kurt? So get ready, everybody. And to our ladies, right now, we already say, job well done. Hello, good evening. Mayong gabi sa inyong tanan. Let's begin, everyone! The first award tonight, Best in Talent. Last June 3, our candidates took center stage in the Best in Talent competition, impressing the audience with their remarkable performances. And tonight, we recognize a candidate who stood out and earned the distinction of Best in Talent. And the best in talent goes to Lin-ay sang Barangay Rizal!
Best in talent will be receiving cash, sash, and a trophy to be awarded by City Assessor Dr. Gerhard Gaelian and City Councilor Mike Maravilla.
Once again, congratulations. Ang masunod nating award for this evening is the Best Festival Designer. This goes to Lin-ay sang Barangay! Barangay Patag!
Best Festival Attire Designer will be receiving cash, sash, and a trophy to be awarded by Local Treasury Operations Officer Attorney Karen Ann Sumailo and City Councilor Jose Lopez Jr.
Congratulations, Barangay Patag. Best in Festival Attire. The Festival Attire competition, held on June 4, was a vibrant showcase of culture, artistry, and creativity, with each candidate bring the festival's spirit to life on stage. And tonight, we recognize the candidate who truly stood out with her remarkable presentation and captivating performance. Ladies and gentlemen, the best in festival attire is Lin-ay sang Barangay Patag!
Best in Festival Attire will be receiving cash, sash, and a trophy to be awarded by City Tourism Officer Girlie Sulmaca and City Councilor Lindon Bernardo.
Our next award for this evening is the Best Traje de Silay Designer. This goes to Lin-ay sang Barangay! Barangay 3!
Best Traje de Silay Designer will be receiving cash, sash, and a trophy to be awarded by Business Permits and License Officer Mr. Wilfredo Sayon Jr. and 3rd District Board Member Attorney Bambi de Pasukan.
Up next, Best in Traje de Silay. The Traje de Silay parade, held on June 4, recognizes the candidate who best exemplified grace, elegance, and cultural pride through her presentation of the Traje de Silay. With poise and confidence, she brought to life the beauty and heritage that its distinguished attire represents. The award award for Best in Traje de Silay goes to Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Ginhalaran.
Best in Traje de Silay will be receiving cash, sash, and a trophy to be awarded by Supervising Administrative Officer Melina Gion and SP Secretary Maria Cristina Gomez.
Once again, everyone, there you have it, our first set of award. Let's give our 16 candidates a big round of applause.
But for now, we say thank you and goodbye, ladies. We will be seeing more of our candidates later on tonight, but let's give them ample time to prepare for the next segment, Kurtz.
Danny, if you would notice, sugod pa lang. Damo na awards ang ginabaton sa aton ng mga ladies.
And aside from the awards, what I love best is ang mga presenters naton. Wala man nagapaperde. They all look amazing tonight.
Kita mo lang sa ilang nga pagrampa, they too are owning the stage.
Because that's us here in Silay City, owning up to everything we do, but showcasing it with a little bit extra on arts, culture, and heritage.
Now at this point, of course, it's not easy out of 16 to identify kung sino bala ang aton queen for tonight.
But don't worry about that, Kurt. We've got a set of experts with integrity, command, and they've got the pen. They're going to be the ones deciding on who is going home with the crown this evening.
So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to meet our esteemed panel of judges.
Our first judge is the Tourism Operations Officer and Tourism Promotions and Marketing Lead Supervisor of the Province of South Cotabato, Public Relations Officer of the National Board of the Associations of Tourism Officers of the Philippines, and the program host of Yahing South Cotabato. Please welcome Mr. Francisco Serbo Jr. Our second judge is a licensed environmental planner, a tourism champion, and currently a member of the National Board and Vice President for Visayas, Association of Tourism Officer of the Philippines. He is also the Investment Officer and Tourism Officer of Sipalay City, Negros Occidental. Please put your hands together for Mr. Jeric Lacson! Joining our board of judges is the Principal 3 of Manapla National High School. She passionately champions for tourism excellence and transformative education. Please welcome Miss Lin-ay Toricarion. Our next judge is a graduate of Juris Doctor and degree holder of Doctor of Education. He was awarded as the most outstanding Chief Education Program Supervisor of the Division of Lapu-Lapu City. Please give a warm round of applause to Mr. Oliver Tuburan. Joining our board of judges is a multi-awarded educator, choreographer, artistic director, and an advocate of cultural preservation. He is Central Visayas' most outstanding program implementer in culture and arts. Currently serving as Education Program Supervisor under the Department of Education Division of Lapu-Lapu City. Please welcome Dr. Marge Mandal. Our next judge is an educator, entrepreneur, and a personality development mentor. She is the current hands-on First Lady of the Municipality of Morsha, who actively initiates programs on education, tourism, and women. Please put your hands together for Mrs. Marie Bernadette Rubin Rojas. Joining our board of judges is a pageant and artistic director. He is the head of Tagbilaran City Tourism Office and the executive assistant to the city mayor of Tagbilaran. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Joseph Alexis Cadilinia. Our next judge is a former TV host and segment producer of ABS-CBN TV4 Davao. He was awarded the 2025 Most Outstanding Festival and Events Director of the 3rd Philippine Distinctive Men and Women. At present, he is the creative director of Davao City, handling various pageants and festivals. Please put your hands together for Mr. Harold Kibete. Our final judge, the chairman of the Board of Judges. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss International 2025 fourth runner-up, Miss Mirna Esguerra.
Ladies and gentlemen, our wonderful sets of judges with expertise, with integrity and commitment to helping us pick on who goes home with the crown this evening. To our judges, welcome to Silay and good luck, judges.
To our judges, good luck. Of course, if you want some of our very own piyaya and empanada, please do not hesitate to let
Uy,
us know.
gusto ko na ang guwapol. And speaking of food, I went around already. I ate already around the Plaza of Silay, my favorite place to hang. Anyway, more of the food later, but right now, let's get the ball rolling. The spotlight is on, and it's time for the ladies to share their charisma. And beauty shines brightest when paired with confidence and a little allure.
That's why we would like to invite everyone to join us, because right now, it's not only about physical fitness, Danny, it's about stage presence, poise, and grace. So, let's welcome our 16 candidates wearing the works of AR Couture. This is the Swimwear Parade!
1, Ashley Nicole Sabote. Barangay Ginhalaran, Daphne and Hinolan. Barangay Balari, Hyacinth Británico. Barangay 4, and Jeanette Malacad. Barangay 5, Femi Siar. Barangay Mambula, Mila Rose Cusio. Barangay Ilocos, Kate Yurica Ordilano. Barangay 3, Shira Diane Toricampo. Barangay Rizal, Nicole Abby Arnaiz. Barangay Hawayan, Jirina Diaz. Barangay Gimbalaon, Regine Galeon. Barangay Kapitan Ramon, April Joy Cotame. Barangay Lantay, Ira Arroyo. Barangay Bagti, Micaela Villaflor. Barangay Batang, Cristel and Marie Juliana. Barangay Dos, Megan Les Gomez.
Silay City, that was on fire! Wow! We enjoyed that segment not only because of their physiques, but on how they brought every swimwear. Beautiful!
With beauty, we would also like to acknowledge and pasalamatan man natin ang ating sponsor, AR Couture. Can we give him a round of applause, please? At this point, we will be giving out the second set of special awards. Magasugod kita sa Grab PH Choice Award. This goes to Lin-ay sang Barangay Kinhalaran.
Our next corporate award is DA Builders Choice Award. And DA Builders Choice Award is still Barangay Kinhalaran!
Our next award for this evening is Salo Salo Fiesta Choice Award. This goes to Lin-ay sang Barangay Kinhalaran.
And Salo Salo Fiesta Choice Award also chose another candidate. And she is Lin-ay sang Barangay Hawayan!
The chosen candidates will be awarded by the corporate sponsors representatives.
that was just the first half of our corporate awards for tonight. Let's head on to the second half, shall we? Congratulations, ladies. Par Auto Trading Choice Award. And this is for Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Ginhalara!
Our next award for this evening is Percy Apparel Choice Award. This goes to Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Ginhalaran!
And the next corporate award is BM Sound and Rental Choice Award. Going home with Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Ginhalaran.
And our next award is Avon Choice Award. This goes to Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Barangay Rizal.
The chosen candidates will be rewarded by their corporate sponsors representatives.
And those were our corporate sponsors with our corporate awards. Thank you so much to our dear partners. Then we head on to the next batch of awards. This time, Miss Photogenic, awarded to the Lin-ay who stood out during the photo shoots. And she is Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Ginhalaran!
Miss Photogenic will be receiving cash, sash, trophy, and an official portrait to be awarded by our official photographer, Mr. Khalil Giv Estraño.
Once again, congratulations to Miss Photogenic.
And of course, we have more awards up next shortly. We just have to make sure that the lady whom we will be awarding is the surest based on our tabulation. It's gonna be Miss Swimsuit or Best in Swimsuit up next, and that is just what we saw a while ago.
Imagine, Danny, we have 16 candidates, and with all of our judges, I think they're having a hard time deliberating this first part.
Swimsuit pa lang lahat.
Swimsuit.
Hindi pa tayo nakapunta sa question and answer portion, and I'm pretty sure everybody is so excited to see and hear what the ladies have to say. But let's see. Together with our tabulators, our judges, and our committee, let's see if we have the results already. I can see it running towards the stage. Here we go.
And as they are seeking approval, Danny, once again, ang aton na swimsuit is brought to us by AR Couture.
Wonderful. I love the colors. I love how vibrant it is. And the ladies really gave justice to our dear designer.
So, the best in swimsuit goes to Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Ginhalaran.
best in swimsuit will be receiving cash, sash, and a trophy. To be awarded by City Engineer Rene Bahilanga and 3rd District Board Member, Attorney Bambi De Pasukan.
Once again, to our corporate sponsors and to these other special awards, thank you to our presenters and congratulations, ladies!
Once again, thank you so much, ladies. We are looking forward to the next segment tonight where we shall see you flaunt the evening and the stars of the night.
Oh, that is very much exciting, Kurt. But for now, let us just remind the ladies, we have different criteria on how we can judge on who is going home with the crown tonight. Corporate sponsors, a plus. Special awards, a plus. So don't get your guards down because maybe shortly we might be calling you as part of our top 5.
We'll find out more of that later on, but right now, as you all know, Danny, and sa tanan nga ari diri subong, being in a pageant is not just about a competition. It's about a journey wherein our ladies grow together with all their other fellow candidates.
And with that journey are memories, fun memories, workshops, trainings here and there, pre-pageant, and a lot of sisterhood going on in between. So why don't we see that tonight?
Now at this point, everyone, please, let's focus our attention on screen as this is brought to us by Kala. Everything that happened behind the scenes.
As an aspiring Lin-ay Silay 2026, I firmly believe that if we stick within our values, we can go towards a brighter future.
And as a Lin-ay, I will use my voice not just to influence others, but to aspire.
From the heart of each barangay emerges a young woman whose beauty reflects not only their appearance, but the culture, strength, and dreams. Candidate during their official headshot photo shoot. The candidate gracefully prepares for the camera. Professional studio lights softly illuminate their face, highlighting their natural beauty and elegance. Candidates during their OBB video shoot at behind-the-scenes footage of a Santa Cruzan de Silay candidate preparing for their grand appearance wearing an elegant traditional Filipiniana dress. Lin-ay candidates during the presentation in Monday flag-raising ceremony in Silay Public Plaza and during their mayor's courtesy call at mayor's office. Behind-the-scenes footage of candidate during their official media presentation.
All the ladies on the dance floor, come do the step that keeps you wanting more. All you gotta do is shake it to keep the guys going wild.
We are proud to be a Filipino.
Sigue, y tembo, sigue, y tembo, y tembo all around. Sigue, y tembo, sigue, y tembo, y tembo to the ground. It's very simple like a cha-cha, and way much better than the salsa. 'Cause all you gotta do is shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, round and round. Here we go. Sigue, y tembo, sigue, y tembo, y tembo all around. Sigue, y tembo, sigue, y tembo, y tembo to the ground. Kembo, Kembo to the left, everybody. Kembo, Kembo to the right.
Candidate during their official sashing ceremony in Silay Public Plaza.
I'm a beautiful creature. I don't care about your modern time preacher. Welcome boys, too much noise, I will teach ya. Pum pum pow, I think you forgot that I play. My teddy bear's running away. The body's got something to say. My son said leave me alone. I'm taking my ticket you home. You stupid just like your smartphone. Wonder Woman, don't you ever forget. You're divine and he's about to regret. He's about I'm not your toy, not your toy. You stupid boy, stupid boy. I'll take you down now, make you.
Candidate during their technical run at Natalia G. Vela Sports and Cultural Center. is professional, elegant, and filled with anticipation as they prepares to meet the panel of judges. Candidates showcasing their unique talent. The candidate performs with grace and authenticity while representing the pride and culture of their barangay. Audience reactions, stage lights, and cinematic visual effects create an inspiring atmosphere. Focus on determination, artistry, and personal expression rather than competition. Preliminary night of the Lin-ay at the Natalio G. Velez Sports and Cultural Center. The atmosphere is filled with excitement, anticipation, and elegance.
And all throughout their journey, we now move on to the most awaited segment, a segment full of elegance.
After all the rehearsals, which the ladies will surely miss, tonight, alongside their wonderful escorts, their puno barangays, we will be seeing the ladies strut with sophistication. Silay City, I give you your 16 candidates for Lin-ay Kansilay in the evening gown competition.
Shirley Nicole Sabute, escorted by Punong Barangay Ray Flores. Designer Alexis Montebon Maluya. Lin-ay sa Barangay Ginhalaran. Daphne and Hinolay, escorted by Punong Barangay Ramil Barbasa. Designer Leonard Heraldez. Lin-ay sa Barangay Balari, Hyacinth Britannico, escorted by Punong Barangay Remy Roldan. Designer Ryan Paul Jimera. Lin-ay sa Barangay 4, and Jeanette Malacan, escorted by Punong Barangay Eugenio Salas Jr. Designer Akira Torres. Lin-ay sa Barangay 5, Femi Shar, escorted by Punong Barangay, Raymond Alan Dumin. Designer Ariel Aboyon. Lin-ay sa Barangay Bambula, Mila Rose Gusio, escorted by Punong Barangay, Hazel Cordero. Designer Ariel Aboyon. Lin-ay sa Barangay E. Lopez, Kay Yirica Ortilano, escorted by Punong Barangay, Joel Arce. Designer Rainer Cosas. Lin-ay sa Barangay 3, Shira Dian Torrecampo, escorted by Barangay Kagawad, Sheila Acerada. Designer Jammy Jam Himera. Lin-ay sa Barangay Rizal, Nicole Abby Arnaiz, escorted by Punong Barangay Julius Cordero. Designer Anthony Sumalinog Cinco. Lin-ay sang Barangay Hawayan, Jerina Diaz, escorted by Punong Barangay Melvin Gallego. Designer Tamira Willis. Lin-ay sang Barangay Gimbalaon, Regine Talion, escorted by Punong Barangay Samuel Larida. Designer Junbel Suleda. Lin-ay sang Barangay Kapitan Ramon, April Joy Cotamen, escorted by Punong Barangay Ronnie Aguirre. Designer Roger Basilan. Lin-ay sa Barangay Lantan, Ira Arroyo, escorted by Punong Barangay Donato Dila. Designer, Victor Dalida. Lin-ay sa Barangay Bagti, Micaela Villaflor, escorted by Punong Barangay Racel Balongo. Designer, Edward Manizales. Lin-ay sa Barangay Pata, Cristel and Marie Judiana, escorted by Punong Barangay Danilo De Soyo. Designer, Manly Couture. Lin-ay sa Barangay Dos, Megan Les Gomez, escorted by Punong Barangay Noel Lacson. Designer, Francis De La Paz.
And there you have it, everyone. Our ladies in their evening gowns, where they exuded, of course, not only composure, but confidence at the same time.
Every turn, every step, every smile demonstrated a true befitting queen, whom we will be announcing shortly. But for now, let's go back to more of our corporate sponsors tonight, Kurt.
We begin, of course, with our first corporate award for this evening. We have Fisher's Pond Choice Award. This goes to Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Balaring.
And not only Balaring is going home with this award, another winner for Fisher's Pond Choice Award, Lin-ay Sang Barangay, Kinhalaran! On to the next corporate award, Tangan Cafe Choice Award. Going home with Lin-ay Sang Barangay, Kinhalaran!
Our next award for this evening is She Beauty Lounge Choice Award. This goes to Lin-ay Sang Barangay, Kinhalaran!
The chosen candidates will be awarded by the corporate sponsors representatives.
Thank you, presenters. Congratulations, ladies. On to more corporate awards. And the next is Masaja Travel and Tours Choice Award. Going home with Lin-ay Sang Barangay, Hawaiian!
Our next award for this evening is Stonehill Gardens Choice Award. This goes to Lin-ay Sang Barangay, E. Lopez!
And then we head on to BPI Choice Award. Going home with Lin-ay Sang Barangay, Kinhalaran!
Our next award for this evening is Gochanco Enterprise Choice Award. This goes to Lin-ay Sang Barangay, Kinhalaran!
The chosen candidates will be awarded by the corporate sponsors representatives.
Thank you, presenters, and congratulations, ladies. From our corporate sponsors, this time, on to a few minor awards. And this is Best Evening Gown Designer. Going home with Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Kinhalay!
Best Evening Gown Designer will be receiving cash, sash, and a trophy to be awarded by City Administrator, Engineer Remedios Velez, and City Councilor Paulo Tionco.
Maayong gabi,
Maayong
Honorable Paulo
gabi.
Tionco, our dear friend. Okay.
Our next award for this evening is the Best in Evening Gown. This goes to Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Kinhalaran!
Best in Evening Gown will be receiving cash, sash, and a trophy to be awarded by City Treasurer Marceli Espeleta and City Councilor Romela Amoroso.
Congratulations, ladies! Our 16 candidates. Last time that they will be complete on stage, because we're trimming it down right now.
We will be having or moving on to our top 10.
Here we go! Out of 16 hopeful candidates representing 16 barangays of Silay City, only 10 will be advancing to the preliminary question and answer. And in no particular order, here is your top 10!
First to join the top 10 comes from Barangay Gimbalaon.
You are also part of the top 10. Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Hawaiian!
Next to join the top 10, we have all the way from Barangay. Barangay Dos.
You are also part of the top 10 Lin-ay Sang Barangay.
Next to join the top 10, let's welcome Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Rizal.
Welcome to the top 10 Lin-ay Sang Barangay.
Now to join the top 10, let's welcome Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Ginhalaran.
You are part of the top 10 Lin-ay Sang Barangay.
We have 2 slots remaining. Next to join the top 10 comes all the way from Barangay. Cinco. Now at this point, ladies and gentlemen, our final candidate joining the top 10 will be, how should I say, Danny, a bit of a wild card. This will be based on the online reactions and of course the comments at the same time together with the shares na may aras ang hashtag Lin-ay Sang Silay 2026.
And you are part of our top 10. That's you, Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Silay City, I now present to you our top 10. Congratulations, ladies! And these wonderful ladies are not just part of the top 10, but are gonna be part of how we're gonna get to know them with their wits, eloquence, their ideas, their convictions, and how they answer the preliminary question and answer.
At this point, our ladies will be given 45 seconds to answer and share their thoughts. And every time we call on a finalist, magasulod sila kaupod sa aton nga executive committee member of the Kansilay Festival, Miss Melina Guion.
The questions are going to be coming from Miss Melinda. And our ladies are going to be picking one of the envelopes that she's going to be carrying, tossing it to us as we read their preliminary questions. And again, 45 seconds to answer. So good luck, ladies. Let's begin with our first candidate. Again, in no particular order, but on how we call them tonight. Let's begin. Barangay Gimbalaon.
Danny, I love how they're choosing it from the envelope.
I know. Not from a fishbowl, but from a very elegant lady. Good evening, Barangay Gimbalaon. How are you feeling so far?
I'm feeling excited.
Oh, I like the smile and I like how she is putting that energy. Are you ready for your question?
I'm born to be ready.
Oh, she is born to be ready, don't me. Okay. I'll be repeating the question twice. Good luck. Silay is famous for its old houses, but we also want to be a modern city. How can you help our people stay proud of our past while we also try to build a better future? Again, how can you help our people stay proud of our past while we also try to build a better future?
Thank you for that question. For me, as a candidate of Lin-ay Kansilay 2026, building a future for us to remain our culture and our heritage is by looking back to our roots and keeping precise for our ancestor built that we all. Thank you.
And that was Barangay Gimbalaon. Thank you very much.
Madamoy na salamat, Barangay Gimbalaon. Next to join us, let's welcome all the way from Barangay Hawayan. Joining us here on stage, once again, comes all the way from Barangay Hawayan.
I hope the walk from that area to this area can help them feel relaxed.
Okay. Barangay Hawayan, would you like to give a shout out to your supporters here tonight?
To my supporters and also to my family, thank you so much for coming today, and I hope that I make you proud.
Okay. Once again, let's give her a round of applause. And your preliminary question goes like this. We want everyone to know how beautiful Silay is, but we don't want it to become too noisy or crowded. How will you promote our city while still keeping it peaceful and quiet for the people who live here? One more time. We want everyone to know how beautiful Silay is, but we don't want it to become too noisy or crowded. How will you promote our city while still keeping it peaceful and quiet for the people who live here?
Thank you so much for that wonderful questions. Silay City is not just a place. It is a city that rich in heritage, culture, and opportunity. Known as the Paris of Negros, Silay proudly preserves its heritage while embracing progress and development. What makes Silay special? It is people. Resilient, talented, and deeply rooted in our values and traditions. As a proud Silaynon, I believe that our responsibility is to honor our past, contribute to our present, and help to build a brighter future for the next generation. Thank you.
Once again, let's give it up all the way from Barangay Hawayan.
So far, so good. Let's call in our third contender, and she is from Barangay Dos. I don't know why, but this music is making me nervous, Kurt.
It's a bit tense, Danny.
I know,
I think
I
the
know.
tech is doing a right job.
Good job, good job. Good evening. Let me have this. But I gotta ask, please give a shout out to all your fans and supporters tonight.
To all of my fans here tonight and also on the live broadcast today, thank you so much for watching and supporting me. Thank you.
I love it. live broadcast today. So she's talking to the whole world. Hello, world. Are you ready for your question?
Born ready.
Oh, more than ready. So here it goes. I'll be repeating it twice. Good luck. Nowadays, young people love foreign food and music they see on their phones. How will you encourage them to still love and choose our own Silaynon food, music, and tradition? Again, how will you encourage them to still love and choose our own Silaynon food, music, and traditions?
As a young generation who also love to eat foreign foods and to listen to foreign music, I think one thing that I would say to the young people just like me is to start loving our own, to start trying to love our own delicacies and to try to be more vocal about our city. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Barangay Dos!
Very short and simple, Danny. Next up, let's welcome all the way from Barangay Balaring.
I love how she mentioned about supporting our own food because recently, just a few days ago, I was there in the plaza eating balut, pancake, and siomai. Sa strip ginayasang Silaya, that's my favorite place to go.
And I think, Danny, we should continue supporting everyone with their stalls.
Hello, good evening. How are you feeling?
My heart is overflowing with gratitude seeing my family, my friends, my teachers are here supporting me. Thank you so much for coming tonight.
Okay, Barangay Balaring, are you ready for your question tonight?
Definitely.
Okay, your question goes like this. Princess Kansilay was a brave warrior. Today, we don't fight with spears, but we still have problems. What do you think is the biggest problem facing Silaynon youth today? And how will you help them face it? Again, Princess Kansilay was a brave warrior. Today, we don't fight with spears, but we still have problems. What do you think is the biggest problem facing Silaynon youth today? And how will you help them face it?
Personally, I have experienced cyberbullying, and that's one of the reasons why I strongly advocate for mental health awareness through the Peer Facilitators Club of my previous school, which is Silay Institute. Through this, I have gained knowledge, insights into overcoming challenges, and with that, I think that the biggest misconception or the biggest problem that the youth of our society faces today is the struggle to believe in themselves. That's why I strongly empower the youth to believe in yourself, to know that no one is you and that is your power, so that we can showcase to the world the beauty, hope, and dignity of our own. Thank you.
Once again, let's give it up from Barangay Balaring.
Can I clap?
Please, of course.
Beautiful. You must be proud. But then we head on to another candidate tonight, Barangay Rizal. Speaking of Balaring, we gotta
go. We gotta bring all the judges. We're gonna order the seafood and the oysters.
Mirna, I'm gonna take you there next time you come back. I got you, girl.
It's better with soft drinks.
Hello, beautiful. You are so beautiful tonight. Do you feel that way the entire evening?
Thank you so much, Miss Danny, and maayong gabi, Silay City! You know what, Miss Danny, I'm so thankful with my designer because she have made my vision into life, and I'm so flabbergasted because two of my role models when it comes to hosting are here with me on the same stage.
Oh, okay. And it is our honor to share the stage with you. So this is your vision, your design. It fits you. But this question fits you even more. Are you ready?
Born ready.
Here we go. Some Silaynons live far away in the mountains or by the sea. As a Lin-ay, how will you make the people in the distant sitios feel that they are just as important as the people living in the city center? Again, as a Lin-ay, how will you make the people in the distant sitios feel that they are just as important as the people living in the city center?
a student leader. I am a youth advocate. We often go to those sitios who are underprivileged sectors and also in the grassroots of our community. I have seen children's, people, communities that are not educated enough with everything that is happening in our community. I am not just a queen, but I am a leader who stands tall, who wanted to educate a lot of people here in Silay City. Because I know our heritage, culture, tradition, and everything that is here in Silay City is worth to inform with other people.
And I believe that is the end of our timer, and we appreciate you very much. Thank you, Barangay Rizal.
Thank you so much, Barangay Rizal. Again, a gentle reminder to everyone that our ladies have only 45 seconds.
And I believe when the microphone turns off, it is automatically, good to assume that her time is up.
Yes. Next up, Danny, let's all welcome Lin-ay sang Barangay Uno.
Look at that smile!
The aura and the energy coming to us.
It's a very big smile. And I remember when we announced you as part of the top 10, that smile was already there. You are beautiful. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a little butterflies in my chest, but aside from that, I'm feeling grateful seeing my family and friends here. Thank you, guys.
We can't deny the butterflies, but I think with all your energy, you're ready for your question tonight. And
Yes, I am.
your question goes like this. Many kids today spend all their time watching short videos on their phones. How can you inspire them to try real arts like painting or playing an instrument instead? Once again, many kids today spend all their time watching short videos on their phones. How can you inspire them to try real arts like painting or playing an instrument instead?
Well, I do believe that that's problem is something that we need to solve. And I think this is where my advocacy comes in, which is youth empowerment through creative arts, specifically theater arts. I am an actor myself, and we commemorate our histories, our past stories through acting. And so, through this advocacy, I believe that if we empower our youth to join such things like this, I believe that we can make them grow, we can make them be a professional, responsible citizen of the Philippines. And as an advocate for youth empowerment.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause to Barangay Uno.
But did you hear that? The question matched her advocacy. Very interesting.
You know what they say, Danny? Art is a reflection of life.
Oh, lovely. And then we head on to Barangay Ginhalaran.
Good evening, Barangay Ginhalaran.
I really have to ask this. Barangay Ginhalaran, you have already bagged a lot of sashes. Are you expecting that you will be queen tonight? Honestly speaking, just you and me. Don't let them listen. Just you and me. Are you gonna be going home? Nahuya siya magsabat. Hindi ko mamati. Okay, do you believe that you're going home with the crown tonight?
With all humility speaking, that is my end goal. So I will go home with the crown tonight.
Ah, the conviction! Did you hear that? Did you see that? Let's see. Good luck with that goal. That's the same goal of every candidate tonight. But here goes your question. Are you ready?
Yes, miss.
Yes, she is. Being a queen is not just about wearing a beautiful gown and a crown. Aside from your beauty, what is the most important quality you have that will make you a hard-working leader for Silay? Again, aside from your beauty, what is the most important quality that you have that will make you a hard-working leader for Silay?
The most important quality that a leader should have is having purpose. And that is a woman that is the kind of value that I have as a candidate of Lin-ay ng Silay. I have an advocacy about women empowerment, women who have been sexualized and violated. And that is the purpose that I want to stand for here in Silay City. That is by sharing awareness to women about their rights, creating safe spaces, and at the same time, creating hotline and online platforms here in Silay City. And with that purpose, I'm able to be a leader who is there to amplify women, who is there to strengthen women, because I believe that when we empower women, we empower our...
Barangay Ginhalaran, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We now move on to our next candidate, all the way from Barangay Patag.
Patag is one of my most favorite barangays. That's where I do my coffee, hot chocolate after the morning show before. Kaon ibus. Oh, Patag, you are beautiful.
Even before the pandemic, Danny, diba?
yeah.
What a wonderful view.
Yes, yes. And here she is.
Good evening.
Good evening, Sir Kurt.
I love your aura tonight. Can you
Thank
share
you
to
so
us
much.
what you're feeling right now as you've ramped down from center stage to be with us here?
I'm actually feeling so grateful to be part of the top 10.
Okay, yes. And that's the positive energy we need here tonight. So, if I may just have that envelope, we shall proceed with your question for tonight. And your question goes like this. The pageant ends tonight, but your love for Silay should stay. If you do not win the crown, how will you continue to help and serve your community as a regular citizen? Again, the pageant ends tonight, but your love for Silay should stay. If you do not win the crown, how will you continue to help and serve your community as a regular citizen?
As my journey as candidate of Lin-ay Silay comes to an end, if I will not be crowned as Lin-ay Silay, I will carry with me the values that I embody as a Lin-ay Silay. I will use, as an IT student, I will use digital platform to serve our community, to educate global audience, to share our stories, our beautiful heritage houses, our deep love for our culture and our tourism. With that, I can say that I can serve.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, 45 seconds is up. Let's give a big round of applause all the way from Barangay Patag.
Thank you very much. And now we head on to Barangay 5. So far, the views and convictions of our ladies are very good. I see a consistency with a question that's matching to their advocacy. Interesting.
Very interesting, Danny, and I hope our judges aren't having a hard time.
Oh, you hope that they're having a hard time. Hello, darling. You are so beautiful tonight. How are you feeling?
I am feeling grateful tonight and felt so very nostalgic since last 2 years ago, I was also on top 10.
Oh, wow! And here we go. But this time, what is the difference this year? Are you manifesting something this year?
Yes, I'm manifesting. And also, I want to bring home the crown.
Oh, here we go! Another lady wanting to bring the crown. Allow me to get the envelope. Are you ready for your question?
Always ready.
Always. And here is your question. Good luck. If you only had time to do one thing, would you rather travel to other cities to invite tourists to Silay or stay in our barangays to help our own people? And why? Again, if you only had time to do one thing, would you rather travel to other cities to invite tourists to Silay or stay in our barangays to help our own people? And why?
As Lin-ay Silay, I believe we are not just here to showcase our wit, beauty, and talent. We are here to go beyond borders, to empower and to inspire. So if I were to choose, I will stay in Silay and embody the true characteristics of a true Silay Non. And a true Silay Non has resilience, a true Silay Non has a creativity, and a true Silay Non has a passion in preserving of our traditions. Resiliency. Despite of the challenges I face, I still show up with matamis nga yuhom nga daw kalamay. Creativity. By showing creativity, I support Silay Non artists by wearing of our traje de Silay. And lastly, our passion in preserving of our tradition.
Thank you very much, Barangay 5. And indeed, you have all that, my darling.
Grabe, partner. Very concise, right?
I know the conviction. Beautiful. And then we head on to our final contender, Barangay E. Lopez.
Danny, I'd just like to share one of my good friends. Good friend is from Barangay E. Lopez.
I love that. Hello. Oh, I love this gown. It is giving confidence. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident... Anong ginasyagit nyo? Dali lang. Istoryahan na pa kami. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 is the highest, how confident are you tonight?
Actually, before, my confidence is not that high. But because of my supporters right there, my confidence began to 10.
Okay, so let's match that confidence as we ask her question for tonight. So, your question goes like this. Many people go to Patag to enjoy the cool weather, but sometimes they leave their trash behind. How will you teach tourists to enjoy our mountains without hurting our environment? Once again, many people go to Patag to enjoy the cool weather, but sometimes they leave their trash behind. How will you teach tourists to enjoy our mountains without hurting our environment?
Thank you for that memorable question. Ladies and gentlemen, as someone who grew up here in Silay City, I could say that Silay City has a lot to offer, from heritage houses to attractions of destinations in Patag. And as a tourism student, I do believe in sustainable tourism. It is to meet the needs of present generation without compromising to meet the needs of our future generation. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our trash aside and let's do an environmental awareness for everyone. And as our Lin-ay, I will speak up to create a positive environment for our city. Because as there
45 seconds is up. Once again, let's give it up for Barangay E. Lopez.
Even though we have heard the timer run out, I think their message still came across, and that is what counts. It's just up to the judges on how they score our candidates.
And I'd like to talk more about what you mentioned earlier, Danny.
Yes.
Nga, kung ano ba lang magabutan nila, it's aligned with their advocacy.
Right? I know.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence. And again, just like in every pageant that Kurt and I would host, we would always remind everyone, ang tanan ng mga sabat sa mga kandidata, hindi lang nasa panamay namin sabat, but for us to hear the message and for us to be inspired that what they advocate, we also do for the love of Silay. Padayon, kag-ugyon Silay nun.
As we continue with our love for Silay, we would like to give our ladies a little bit of time to prepare for the next segment, and our judges as well.
I know, because the top 5 is getting closer any moment from now.
So, at this point, while we stall a bit, we'd like everyone to once again focus your attention on screen. We'd like to take a look back at the preliminaries and their closed-door interview brought to us by the Jao Project.
Silay Non's happy 69th shorter anniversary and Kansilay Festival!
That pretty girl mind, you just that fun, you just touched down in that whip. Pretty girls come to drum unless we won, it'll be depending on the dip. Pretty girls looking to defend, and I'm with the defender, never let it catch no strength. This type pretty girl But you wanna sing that thing. Not that deep, I'm not that drunk. Sometimes girls just gotta have fun. Throw it back, all that ass.
Welcome all of you to the 2026 Lin-ay Sang Silay, the preliminaries where beauty meets culture and where every Silay non story shines on stage.
Tonight is about more than performance. It is about confidence, character, and respect. Our candidates, this preliminary night is your moment to be brave, let every step be steady, and every smile be sincere. To everyone watching, let us support all the candidates fairly and kindly, and enjoy a wonderful night. Thank you, and God bless to all of us.
Let us witness elegance, strength, and confidence on full display. This is the swimsuit parade.
All of my girls looking good and they got their own money. Abusing, this is my girls from the spot, so they got their own funding. Not using, run through your city, that motorcade. Soon as I enter, they close the gate. Presidential through your residential knows nothing. Accept your rules as I move them right. Walk in a room and I set the vibe. Get a pay, get a watch along. Whole team, they got some honest. You sit too far down and talk to even ask me who's in charge.
Let us now welcome our 16 candidates as they take a stage for the Traje de Silay Parade. Ladies and gentlemen, Silay non, every piece we saw tonight reflects the beauty of our heritage and the creativity of our Silay nons. And may we continue to honor and preserve these traditions for generations to come.
And there you have it, everyone. The preliminaries and closed-door interview brought to us by the Jiao Project.
It was beautiful. Very good storytelling. But speaking of storytelling, the best storytellers tonight were our candidates. From how they brought themselves, to how they answered the question, to how they carry their advocacies. I just hope it's not going to end tonight.
We are gonna move on after this, Danny. From 10, we will trim them down to the top 5.
But our judges are, I think, kind of cooking our top 5. Cooking in a good way. Sometimes cooking has a different meaning, but cooking in a different way, in a good way. Meaning, niluluto na, gina-finalize na ang aton nga top 5. And I'm ready.
Judges, when we talk about cooking, you have 3 options. The plaza, sa balaring, or sa patag.
Sa plaza, kid
Oo.
kuya, plaza. kid
Ako,
kuya.
partner, I'm a mountain person.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I prefer medyo mabugnaw.
And I love, oh yeah, everything about Silay is beautiful. And what I like most about going to the plaza, ang gasiga nga fountain.
Oy,
Nalipay
of course.
Mayor, nalipay ko sa fountain nyo. Thank you so much, Mayor. I love it very much.
And if you're lucky, Danny, may kazumba manadakis
Uy, tuod.
Yes.
Next time. Okay. So right now, while we are waiting for our top 5, partner, just allow me to say a few thank yous.
Go ahead,
Thank you
please.
so much to Vaso K Skincare Clinic for my beauty and Ali Benson Artistry for my wonderful hair. I would also love to say hi to a few of my friends who are here today, Jojo and Gail. Hello, my beautiful friends, my dear corporate sponsor. Ayan, napagigay Sir Joseph. Hi, sir. Hello, may gabi. And to all of our lovely Silay Nons, madamo mga salamat sa inyong energy para sa aton tonight.
Aside from greeting your friends, Danny, allow me to greet naman ang aton mga officials. Again, madamo nga salamat, Mayor Jodit, and of course the Vice Mayor Tom, together with our city officials who are here lined up. And not only them, ang aton mga punong barangay partner.
I know, ka mga very elegant and very sophisticated. Maayong gabi sa inyo, and you all look so dashing. Oh, I see someone waving. I believe the top 5 is ready.
I think the results are ready, so partner, let me
Shall we?
approach this individual who is full of smiles and heart. Danny, just to be clear, sa tanan nga nagatanaw subong, in no particular order will we be announcing the top 5.
Every lady from the 16, they already deserve a spot, but even more with our top 10. And I hope you're even more deserving as you head on to the top 5. But for now, we already say, again, good job, ladies. Very, very good job.
First to join the top 5, we have Lin-ay Sang Barangay. E. Lopez.
There's a party going on over there. You are part of the top 5, Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Patag!
We are halfway. Joining the top 5, we have Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Balaring!
Congratulations to the next Lin-ay. You are part of the top 5 from Barangay Rizal.
There is only one slot remaining. The last to join the top 5 is Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Ginhalaran!
Silay City, we present to you your top 5. To our top 5, way to all of your fans, and then shortly, you will be taking another area backstage. We are heading on, Kurt, to the final question and answer portion, where every candidate is going to be answering one common question.
And with one common question, they are given 45 seconds. To be fair, Danny, every time may ma-answer a candidate, all the other candidates will be hidden in a room far, far away.
I love that, far, far away. So why don't the ladies go to that room far, far away? Because you're going to be taking much time, except for Barangay E. Lopez, who's going to be the first one to join us in the final Q&A. Stay right there, my darling, and we will be calling you when we are ready. We just have to make sure that all the other 4 candidates are already comfortable wherever they need to be tonight. Okay. I am loving it, Kurt, because all of our guests tonight, full pack patadigi hapon sa ating gymnasium. Good job, Silay City.
You know what, Danny? If you've been to Barangay E. Lopez, and correct me if I'm wrong, there's a big airplane right at the center beside the plaza, correct? Okay.
Uy, galagaw
of
kagid
course.
sa Silay.
May ilimnan pag inadayon sa tupad. But let's not
Ingala
go
ko
there.
kabalo kagid kung diin kay. Okay, gets. But we gotta get a cue if our other part of the top 5, other candidates, are already stationed in their correct puestos so that they don't hear the questions and, most especially, they don't hear the answer of our candidates here on stage. Allow me to just make sure that our coordinators, all right, take your time. We're just here marinating.
Once again, as we await our ladies going to the far, far away room, we would like to once again take this opportunity and thank all of our sponsors. Madamo iging salamat for supporting not just our Lin-ays, but the entire city of Silay. Everyone, can we give our sponsors a round of applause, please?
Salamat, dear sponsors. And I'm seeing a thumbs up. It means we're ready. Here we go. Barangay E. Lopez, you were the first one who was called to be part of the top 5. How did that feel?
You see, it's always been my dream to join the pageant of Silay City, and being able to be part of top 10 it's already a dream come true. But now I am standing here as a top 5. It is beyond my gratitude and grateful.
And I like that very much. I already saw a party over there with all of your fans. They were dancing, screaming, and shouting. Are you ready for the final question?
Yes.
Remember, again, the microphone will be turned off as soon as we have reached the 45th second. I will be repeating your question twice. Good luck. Silay is more than just a destination. It is a community with a heart for progress. As we celebrate beauty beyond borders, how do you personally define this theme? And what role will it play in your reign as Lin-ay sang Silay? Again, Silay is more than just a destination. It is a community with a heart for progress. As we celebrate beauty beyond borders, how do you personally define this theme? And what role will it play in your reign as Lin-ay sang Silay?
Thank you. I've been admiring Silay City from the beginning I was born. And I believe that Silay City has a lot to offer. And as a tourism student, I will play an important role to connect as a Lin-ay sang Silay, because I will stand here to inspire others to do the sustainable development goals. Because in this, the SDG 17, which is the partnership for our goals, we can promote Silay City not just a city where life is sweet, but as a community empowered by the united legacy and resilient people. And as a tourism student, I am a tourism student.
And that was our first candidate at the top 5, Barangay E. Lopez!
Thank you so much, Barangay E. Lopez. From one of our top 5, we now move on to the second candidate, which is Lin-ay sang Barangay Patag.
As we wait for the next candidate, as she is on her way here, just a few reminders to our guests and supporters as our candidates are answering their questions or with their answers in 45 seconds. Let's remain silent so that our judges can appreciate and hear every context and message of our candidates. Madamo gid na salamat.
Joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is our second finalist for this evening, all the way from Barangay Patag.
So much.
Congratulations, Barangay Patag.
So much.
Would you like to share the emotions running through your heart right now?
I'm actually feeling so happy and grateful to be part of the top 5. This is a reminder of rejection is a redirection. Thank you.
Rejection is redirection. And with that, if you are ready, we shall proceed with your final question. Okay. Your final question will be repeated twice. Silay is more than just a destination. It is a community with a heart for progress. As we celebrate beauty beyond borders, how do you personally define this theme and what role will it play in your reign as Lin-ay sang Silay? Again, Silay is more than just a destination. It is a community with a heart for progress. As we celebrate beauty beyond borders, how do you personally define this theme and what role will it play in your reign as Lin-ay sang Silay?
Silay City earned the title as the Paris of Negros. And that title gives us identity. And that identity gives us and allows us to our beauty or our culture travel beyond borders. And I believe our values also is one of the ancestors taught us the value of resiliency, deep love for our culture, and sweet hospitality that makes every stranger feel at home. And if I will given a chance to be crowned as Lin-ay sang Silay, I will.
And with that, 45 seconds is up. Madamo gingasalamat, Lin-ay sang Barangay Patag.
And then we head on to Barangay Balaring up next, our third contender for the top 5. I can see that in the faces of the candidates, when the time goes down after 45 seconds, they look a little bit, I should have done more. But still, again, a message still comes across because the context is there and everybody does understand what they are trying to say.
Actually, Danny, it's a bit tricky. 45 seconds is not enough time.
I know.
Ang nami lang, because every sabat na ginhatag nila so far, it's full of substance.
Yes, there is substance. And there she is, Barangay Balaring. The smile is consistent. With how you answered earlier, did you expect that you would be in the top 5?
Definitely not.
Really? Even after that beautiful
Because
answer?
I only prayed to God for guidance. I did not expect anything all throughout this pageant. And my handler always told me, just enjoy. And I'm really killing it.
Very good. You're enjoying, we can see that. I hope you're gonna enjoy the final question. Are you ready?
Born ready.
Born ready again. Good luck. Silay is more than just a destination. It is a community with a heart for progress. As we celebrate beauty beyond borders, how do you personally define this theme? And what role will it play in your reign as Lin-ay sang Silay? Again, Silay is more than just a destination. It is a community with a heart for progress. As we celebrate beauty beyond borders, how do you personally define this theme? And what role will it play in your reign as Lin-ay sang Silay?
If I will be crowned as the next Lin-ay sang Silay 2026, this is such a great representation because I represent a new generation of young women whose beauty goes beyond borders. As a young candidate this year, I do not see my age as a hindrance, but as a powerful reminder that age service is not defined by age, but by intention. I may be young, but I am already purpose-driven. I am prepared by my experiences, and most especially, I am strengthened by the advocacies I carry. Through my advocacy, Huni, which stands for Holistic Understanding for Needs and Inclusion, I embrace every child's individuality, and my experiences as a Red Cross youth volunteer, a peer facilitator.
And that was Barangay Balaring. And she is still enjoying until now. Good job.
I can love how the thought process continues in her head.
Yeah, even us, we're like, Natapos na. Okay na.
Okay,
Okay
okay.
na. Now we head on to Barangay Rizal.
Wow, Danny, with all those three finalists, I think our judges are still okay.
Yes,
Okay,
they are. Oh, two
cool.
thumbs up. That's very good. That is what's important. Enjoying judges. And here she is. Earlier, when we announced you in the top 5, we didn't see this trail. But right now, you brought it back. The style is back. I saw your facial expression earlier. It was like shock and then happy. Tell us a story about that.
Actually, Miss Danny, ladies and gentlemen, this is my second time joining Lin-ay Silay 2026. And I hope tonight I will win the crown because I am not just a queen. I will lead my community and serve my people here in Silay City. Thank you.
This is such an exciting round, especially for me. So, if you're ready, your final question goes like this. Silay is more than just a destination. It is a community with a heart for progress. As we celebrate beauty beyond borders, how do you personally define this theme? And what role will it play in your reign as Lin-ay Silay? Again, Silay is more than just a destination. It is a community with a heart for progress. As we celebrate beauty beyond borders, how do you personally define this theme and what role will it play in your reign as Lin-ay Silay?
I have stumbled many times. But what is good about me is I always go back stronger. Again, this is my second time joining Lin-ay Silay 2026. And today, I firmly believe that I have something to offer to the people here in Silay City. That I am not just a queen by a crown or even blinding lights. I am a queen who's ready to serve, to lead her people, and who will give more progressive programs for our people here in Silay City. Because that's what makes us a true Silaynon, and I firmly believe that what makes us a resilient community. Thank you so much.
Once again, let's give it up all the way from Barangay Rizal.
I love the inhale and exhale before and after she answered.
Danny, every time she comes in, nagadugang ang iyang style for tonight.
I know. So now we head on to the final candidate for the top 5, Barangay Ginhalaran. We are feeling a little bit more nervous here on stage the longer the candidate comes in, but I think that's extra strength for our candidates, just taking the time to go in. Ah, there she is again with that smile. Girl, I'm pretty sure you expected to be part of the top 5, but if you were to make a prayer tonight, what would be that quick prayer?
The prayer that I would say to myself is, even despite me having a lot of rewards and belonging to the top 5, I would really love to make myself remember and instill in myself to be humble and to always act with humility.
Perfect. And kudos to that. I agree to that. The final one to answer the final question. Are you ready?
Yes, Miss Danny.
Good luck. Here we go. Silay is more than just a destination. It is a community with a heart for progress. As we celebrate beauty beyond borders, how do you personally define this theme? And what role will it play in your reign as Lin-ay Silay? Again, Silay is more than just a destination. It is a community with a heart for progress. And as we celebrate beauty beyond borders, how do you personally define this theme? And what role will it play in your reign as Lin-ay Silay?
Beauty for me isn't just by being a candidate in this year's Lin-ay Silay. I am not just here to show face, but rather I am here because I have a legacy that I want to start, that I want to fight for, and that is for women empowerment. And I could embody this practice, this legacy, when I am able to create concrete solutions and programs for women. And with this, when I am able to empower more women in Silay City, city, I am able to power a community of Silaynons who support women because I believe that when women rise, we all as one Silay thrive. Thank you so much.
Barangay Ginhalaran! Madamong gid nga salamat.
So much, miss.
Thank you so much, Barangay Ginhalaran. And there you have it, everyone. Our top 5. Danny.
I thought she was not going to give you your microphone back.
I thought so too. I thought, kamo na
All of
ma-host.
them, all of them.
Yeah. Danny, we have to talk. Grabe, no? From the preliminary to
I
the
know.
final Q&A, a bit challenging for all of us in general.
Exactly. We can also feel that, even you and I. But what's great is the ladies thrive. The ladies are having fun, and the ladies have for sure inspired our Silaynons and more for those who are watching us live.
So, while we await the results, Danny, let's give our judges another moment to decide and deliberate among themselves.
Because it's already coronation
I
right
agree,
after
I agree.
this. But before we pass on the crown, why don't we say thank you for your reign to our Lin-ay Silay 2025. We give you Ritz Winona La Canila.
For the love of the game of life, I stood on this stage with little to no name in this industry. Pageantry was never even on my mental list. I did not come here carrying years of experience or a reputation that preceded me. I only came with curiosity in my pocket and courage in my hands, willing to discover what awaited me beyond the curtains. For the love of the game, I learned that every crown has its weight, every applause its silence, and every victory its sacrifice. I came seeking beauty and found both the good and the ugly. I learned that growth is not always graceful, but it is always worth it. For the love of my city, my heart has always belonged to Silay and the Silaynon. And every time I step onto a stage, I carried a piece of home with me. But if there's one thing I wish for the women who come after me, it is this. May no Lin-ay ever have to wonder if her own city stands behind her. May she be celebrated not only when she wins, but while she is becoming. For the love of my beloved, thank you for reminding me that I was worthy beyond titles, beyond placements, and beyond the fleeting glow of a spotlight. And when the stage became overwhelming, your love remained simple, steady, and true. And for the love of God, I spent so much time worrying about everyone else that I almost forgot why I was here in the first place. And yet, every detour led me back to Him. And every unanswered question, every closed door, and every trembling prayer, He quietly reminded that I was never walking alone. And for the love of that little girl who loved to perform, this is it. The final walk, the final bow. Today, I exchanged our crown for a graduation cup. It is not embellished, nor does it shimmer beneath the lights. Yet, it carries something equally precious, the promise of another beginning. The cup that opens doors to unfamiliar paths, A future waiting beyond decorated stages and grand entrances. A reminder that there are many ways to wear purpose and many stages left to conquer. And so tonight, this walk is an offering to the person who first discovered something in me, to the people who extended their hands, to the loved ones who stayed through every triumph and every uncertainty, to myself for the love of finding what was in me all along. Thank you for the journey. Thank you for the becoming. And thank you for the love.
We prepare for the next. Behind the glitter and the glamour of the main stage, where every step, every turn, and every smile is perfected under the watchful eyes of the choreographers and the directors. The technical rehearsal is the quiet storm before the grand night, transforming nervous candidates into polished performers ready to face the spotlight. From lighting cues to costume changes, this is where the magic is built, ensuring that when the real competition begins, there is nothing is left to chance.
Sa ganda mong taglay, sila'y maaakin. Kapag tinapuan ang tanaw, mabibighani ang sinumang sisilay.
Otros 11 bonitas que veo en San Juan, disfrutando de todas esas cosas que extrañan los que se van.
In the heritage-rich city of Silay, where ancestral houses stand as a proud witness to history, a single question captures the imagination of every resident every year. Who will be the next Lin-ay Silay? She is not just a title holder, but a living symbol of the city's grace, culture, and timeless elegance. As the search begins, the people wait in anticipation for the young woman who will carry Silay's name with honor and carry forward its legacy of beauty and substance. The energy is electric. The anticipation is unbearable. Every heartbeat matches the roar of the crowd. This is the moment they have all been waiting for. This is Lin-ay sang Silay, the Coronation Night.
Tonight, its candidate brings more than elegance, complete with excellence and compassion, because the best crown is the one you wear in the way you live after this night. Our people, our culture, our spirit truly goes beyond borders. Madamo gid nga salamat kag may gabi sa inyo tanan.
Maayong gabi, Silay City! Happy 69th Charter Anniversary and happy Kansilay Festival! Danny!
Ug yon! Silay
Now comes their swimwear competition.
On the white sand, kiss if I'm a little bit It's with you, boy, I'm going crazy.
Elegance takes center stage for their evening gown competition. Who will be the next Lin-ay sang Silay? A celebration of this magnitude is the culmination of tireless dedication and visionary leadership. Behind the scenes, the Kansilay Festival 2026 Executive Committee has worked diligently to honor our heritage and bring this community together. At this time, we would like to invite the key members of our Executive Committee to join us on stage. Please join me in welcoming IT Division Head, Mr. June Gabihan. City Tourism Officer, Miss Girly Sulmaka. Business Permits and License Officer, Mr. Wilfredo Sayon Jr. Local Treasury Operations Officer, Attorney Karen Ann Sumailo. City Engineer, Reneroy Pahilanga. Supervising Administrative Officer, Ms. Melina Gion. City Treasurer, Ms. Marceli Espeleta. Local Youth Development Officer, Mr. Edmar Villanueva. City Administrator, Engineer Remedios Velez. And the Chairman of the Executive Committee, Mayor Judith C. Gallego. Congratulations! We would also like to make a special acknowledgement to these leaders. They are not only the backbone of our Fiesta Committee, but have also served as the primary architects for tonight's pageant. Their commitment to the Lin-ay Silay project has been instrumental in shaping our theme and ensuring our candidates receive the guidance they deserve. May we request our Lin-ay Silay committee members to please step forward. City Treasurer, Ms. Marceli Espeleta. Supervising Administrative Officer, Ms. Melina Gion. Local Youth Development Officer, Mr. Edmar Villanueva. And Pageant Director, Mr. Carmelo Escototo. Let's give them a resounding round of applause for their invaluable contributions in the making of this year's festivities truly memorable. The Traje de Silay Parade is a showcase of creativity, craftsmanship, and cultural pride, a paying tribute to the heritage and stories that have shaped the city of Silay through the years.
have to say. It's my first time seeing this. It is so beautiful. Hindi nyo ni pagdula, palihog. It is so beautiful. It speaks so much of not just Silay, but of us Filipinas. Wonderful.
Danny, the traje de Silay is what completes this evening.
I know. I don't want it to end. They're all so beautiful. And to the designers of these ladies, a job well done, you guys. Indeed, amazing.
We would also like to take this moment and thank ang ating official tabulation team. That's STI West Negros University, together with Leo Vision Multimedia, our official live broadcast and multicam for tonight.
Kurt, we are ready to announce our winners. Our top 5 is here. The rest of the candidates are here. Why don't we head on to crowning a new queen tonight?
We begin first with our second runner-up. Our second runner-up for tonight goes to Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Lopez!
Second runner-up will be receiving cash, sash, bouquet, and a trophy to be awarded by Councilor Enzo Locsin and Executive Committee member Ms. Melina Guion. Together with Lin-ay Silay 2025 second runner-up, Danica Aliagas. Congratulations!
Sa siling pagiliog yun, ipaambing na to, unang mga ginbugay sa ato. Pangindulahan sa tanan, panuang sentro na sadpa. Lin-ay sang silay, matahong. Lin-ay sang silay, sa talipusoon. Lin-ay sang silay. Dari mga abyan sa sining kasadyahan, ipakita sa tanan. Malaya-layang na mga nawong daw mga bulak na nabuko.
Up next, your Lin-ay Sang Silay. First runner-up is Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Barangay Patag!
First runner-up will be receiving cash, sash, bouquet, and a trophy to be awarded by Councilor Romela Amoroso and City Treasurer and Executive Committee member Ms. Marceli Espeleta. Congratulations!
Sa siling pagiliog yun, ipaambing na to, unang mga ginbugay sa ato. Pangindulahan sa tanan, panuang sentro na sadpa. Lin-ay sang silay, matahong. Lin-ay sang silay, sa talipusoon.
Next up, we shall be awarding the Lin-ay Sang Silay Turismo. Lin-ay Sang Turismo. This goes to Lin-ay Sang Barangay. Rizal!
Lin-ay Sang Turismo will be receiving cash, sash, bouquet, and a trophy to be awarded by Councilor Mike Maravilla and Tourism Officer and Executive Committee member Ms. Girly Sulmaca. Together with Lin-ay Sang Turismo 2025, Hillary Oliverio. Congratulations!
Sa ato, pangindulahan sa tanan, panuang sentro na sadpa.
Once again, there you have it, ang aton nga Lin-ay sang turismo.
We have two candidates left. Silay City. Let's hear this. The first candidate whom we will be calling is the Lin-ay sang Silay 2026. Meaning, the candidate whom we will not be calling is Lin-ay sang Arte kag Kultura.
Again, we would like to confirm this time in Hiligaynon, ang pagalawagon namon subong is the Lin-ay sang Silay.
Silay City, your Lin-ay sang Silay 2026 is Barangay
Which means ang aton nga Lin-ay sang Arte kag Kultura is Barangay Balaring.
Our Lin-ay sang Arte kag Kultura will be receiving cash, sash, bouquet, and a trophy to be awarded by local youth development officer and executive committee member, Mr. Edmar Villanueva. Together with Lin-ay sang Arte kag Kultura 2025, John Marie Rubica. Congratulations!
Silay City, we present to you your Lin-ay sang Silay 2026 from Barangay Kinhalaran, Daphne and Hinolan.
Lin-ay sang Silay 2026 will be receiving cash, sash, bouquet, and a trophy to be awarded by Miss International 2025 fourth runner-up, Mirna Esguera, together with Honorable Vice Mayor Tom Ledesma and Honorable Mayor Jodit Gallego, together with Lin-ay sang Silay 2025, Riz Winona Lacanilao. Congratulations!
Silay City, aton panginbulahan ang aton Lin-ay sang Silay 2026 from Barangay Ginhalaran, Daphne and Hinolan in her first queenly walk. Silay City, kita nagapasalamat sa aton nga mga opisyales, sa aton nga mga sponsors, our friends from the media, and our executive committee for making this event possible. Job well done.
Once again, everyone, thank you so much for joining us in such an eventful evening. My name is Kurt Soberano.
And I am Danny Ding Kong, and this has been
Lin-ay sang Silay
2026!
Let us also acknowledge Megan Valdivia, Miss Universe Philippines, Bacolod.
good for